Capitol this morning, we are breaking down a new bill which could have major impacts on federal workers. Here's a live look at the Capitol now. If that bill passes, it could mean the end of working from home for many federal workers. Evan Kozlov's been reading through that bill. He joins us live from the Capitol now with the latest on what this means. And Evan, we're also getting information from the union that represents federal workers about what this could mean for them and whether or not they'll support it.
Good morning. That union has called this political misdirection. We're talking about H.R. 139, the so-called Show Up Act. It's just 6 pages, but it could have some big impacts on federal employees.
On Capitol Hill, a new effort from House Republicans to bring federal workers back to the office. It's being led by Representative James Comer from Kentucky, who's the new chairman of the House Committee on Oversight and Accountability. The bill would require that within 30 days of passing, every agency needs to return to pre-pandemic arrangements. And that means that a lot of federal workers would be coming back. Comer denied our request for an interview on the subject, but wrote the following in a statement. President Biden's unnecessary expansion of telework crippled the ability of departments and agencies to fulfill their responsibilities and created cumbersome backlogs. But the bill is already being blasted by the American Federation of Government Employees, which represents some 700,000 federal and D.C. governmental workers. The national president, Everett Kelly, wrote in part, quote, "At a time when agencies across government are struggling to hire and retain a new generation of government employees, Congress should be focused on improving pay, benefits, and career development opportunities. Instead, we see message bills like the Show Up Act that denigrate the federal workforce and undermine recruitment and retention." All this, the national backdrop to a local issue.
So help me God.
In her inaugural address, Mayor Muriel Bowser called for some 100,000 new residents downtown, calling on the federal government, which leases a third of the district office space, to turn some of that over to residents.
That's a bold goal, but the fact is, no matter what we do, it won't be fast enough without the help of the White House. We need decisive action by the White House.
Okay, so we did reach out to Mayor Bowser to ask what they thought about this bill, and they told us that they're actually still reviewing it and that they were not going to be offering us a comment at this time. Meanwhile, it's important that we remember the political reality that we are in a split government. Democrats control the Senate, so without Democratic buy-in, this bill is going nowhere. Reporting here at the Capitol, I'm Evan Kozlov, WUSA 9.